I think one of my biggest questions is I see all the pictures of cooking 3 different things, you know,
Sure.
pie in the middle, meat on the top, and vegetables or something. It's like, how do you set it up? How do you, if you go, well, the meat cooks at 350 or 375, maybe the middle, the vegetable cooks at 400. So do you just kind of base it on the meat's going to cook the longest at 350, and then you say, well, I'll cook the vegetable longer because it's going to be at 350 versus 400. I was just trying to figure out how you
Great
coordinate
question.
all that.
Okay, so in terms of timing, if we're doing multiple foods at one time, the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that the recommended temperature range is close between the foods.
Okay.
We don't want to do something that's a really low heat, I don't know, meringues or like something really basic while we're also trying to roast vegetables. That's not going to happen. But if we have foods that are going to cook at the same temperature, and modern ovens, including these Thermador ovens, have something similar to a catalytic converter. It burns off aroma and smell inside the oven. So we could actually have like a side of salmon, some rice, and cookies all at the same time, and I don't get salmon and rice flavored cookies. Your question about the timing is really kind of one that, you know, it's like going back to school and backing it all out. If our goal is to have dinner at 7 and we want everything hot, I'm going to take my, you know, temperature and the recommended cooking time, and I'm going to back it out. So if we were doing, say, beef tenderloin, and if it was going to take, you know, 25 minutes, and I had rice, so we'll do rice in a solid pan with hot liquid like water, chicken stock. That would take about 40 minutes. And then if we're also doing, you know, broccoli, and that's going to take 8 to 10, I'm just going to back it out.
Okay.
So if I know that my rice is going to take 40, and I want to be ready at 7:30, carry the one, 6:50, right? I'm putting it in, and then 10, 12 minutes later, I'm putting in the beef, and then the last 8 to 10 minutes is when I'm putting in the broccoli. And that's going to apply whether we're using your steam oven, where a lot of folks don't know a lot about it. I could use just steam, where we're steaming broccoli. There's no caramelization in steaming rice and steaming shrimp. But that same approach would work for your regular oven as well, where we've got dry heat. You're just having to back out the timing.
Okay. Okay. And as far as steam, if I do it at 350, there's an add steam button. So do I just hit that? I don't know if it regulates the steam. But if
Good
you want
question.
steam-
Yeah, so most steam ovens, you're not going to be able to say I want 50% steam or 70% steam. You're going to have the oven temperature and then steam. The reason you have the add steam feature would be if I started at, you know, a high heat with no moisture in there, I can just add it later.
Okay.
But the other setting, what I currently have it on now, is steam convection. That means I'm cooking at a high heat, but I have moisture in there. That's how I can keep those scallops moist, but they're also cooking through and staying nice and crisp on the outside. That's how I'd be able to do like a Thanksgiving turkey in a lot less time, because steam, it's a really good conductor of heat. The way I explain that is like this oven at 400 degrees. If I open this oven at 350, 400, I put my hand in, I'm not burning my hand. At half that temperature, if I had a boiling pot of water, 212, if I put Mitch's hand in there, he's gonna be crying like a baby because it's water is really good conductor of heat, but it's just lower temp. If I do those two things together and I've got a high heat, like 350, 375, and I have steam, that's going to help my turkey cook faster, be more moist, and be really crisp on the outside all at once. And that's how you can get a small bird, you know, 15 or so pound bird, completely cooked in 75 to 90 minutes. It's really impressive. And that's that combination of steam and convection.